Hey y'all, it's Rachel. I'm here tonight to create a recipe, and I'm going to use my Pampered Chef tools just to show you the ease of things in the kitchen. I'm all set up here and I'll show you each thing individually. We're going to be making pasta fagioli tonight, which is one of my favorites. Super easy, and I get to show you the ease of using the Pampered Chef tools to make your life and your dinner time much simpler. So, without further ado, we are going to get started, and I'm going to pan the camera down and so you can see what I'm working with rather than my face. So, okay. So this is one of our cutting mats. It comes in a set of 3. It's very, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's very, you can't break it. How about that? And when you get it in your, when you get it in the mail, it has this film on it. A lot of people don't realize that. That's just a protective film. But when you get ready to put it in the dishwasher, you're going to want to take that film off. So I'm going to do that. So anyway, one of our lovely cutting mats, dishwasher safe. It's a cute little set. This is one of our knives that we have, and very cute color if you like neons. Also got a matching spatula. And so anyway, over here on the stove, I'm not going to show it to you yet. Well, I guess I can. Hang on. I have some ground beef cooking. It's actually 3 pounds of ground beef. My dog's going to decide to talk now. So this is our easy chopper, and it's made especially for ground beef, but also like tomatoes, if you want to chop up tomatoes while you're cooking. So basically what you're going to do is you're just going to kind of do like a little twist while you're cooking your ground beef, and it's going to mash it all up like perfectly for you. It's also really good for scrambled eggs, anything that you want to mash up really well. So some of it's a little frozen still, because I defrosted the ground beef in the microwave. So as you can see, that's our mix and chop. And if you buy these now, some of the proceeds go to COVID relief. So you're also helping other things as well. So I've got the meat really on low so that I can continue to do my prep work over here. So back down here, Finley is like an attention hog. He needs everybody to know that he's here. So I've already prepped and washed my vegetables. Well, I haven't prepped them. I've washed them. Gotten them ready for our little recipe, so that you didn't have to watch me wash vegetables, because everybody knows that you do that anyways, right? Now I could sit here and I could chop them individually. I'm not going to do that tonight. 1 minute. There's one thing I did forget to get out of the cupboard. I'm not going to do that because I'm going to show you how some of these little nifty tools work. So I just cut the ends off with my knife there. I'm going to get the rest of my vegetables done like that too. I picked the pepper, sounds like a riddle, I think it is. But anyway, because look at it. It's so unique. It's got green, yellow, orange in it. It's like a tri-pepper. It's all of the flavors in one, so I picked that pepper. See how sharp that knife is? Man, that just like slid right through there like you wouldn't believe. And then just gonna core out the center. We do have a tool to do this too, but I don't have that tool. I don't have everything yet. I'm trying to get there. But anyway, there's your center. Just gonna pull out a few more of the seeds. So far you see that we have celery, we have a pepper, and next I have some jalapenos. This is gonna make my if I touch my eyes after this, it's gonna make my eyes burn. I take the seeds out because I'm gonna be adding 3 of these, and I don't want it to be non-edible because of the spiciness. So I'm just gonna core the seeds out here real quickly. Get the heat, the hottest part out. And then we'll just get a little bit of warmth from that pepper. And that's, of course, if you like your chili spicy, then you're gonna want to add some jalapenos. If you don't like your chili spicy, then don't add them. It's that simple. So again, I'm just taking the seeds out of this so that I could eat them and not die tonight. There's one. I might not even add all 3. I may just do 2. I have a whole bag of jalapenos in my fridge because I like the spice. I like adding spice to my life. Be very, very careful when using this knife because it is extremely, along with all of the other knives that Pampered Chef has on their line, are extremely, extremely sharp. I've already nicked myself with it, actually. I didn't want to tell y'all. But, like, it is sharp. It's the sharpest knife in my kitchen. So it makes life easy when you're trying to get things done quickly. You don't have to, like, use all your strength, you know? So let's just do 2 jalapenos to save on time. I think that'll be perfect. I'll just put the other one back. Give me just a second to wash my hands because you don't want to get jalapeno in your eyeball. That is not fun. So I'm just gonna wash my hands here real fast. And I'll be right back with you. So I'm gonna check on my meat over here. Let me pan it around. Get my little mix and chop out. Now this meat, normally I cook with leaner meat. This is actually 70% meat and 30% fat or whatever it is, 70-30. I don't usually use this. I've had it in my freezer forever. I wasn't the one that bought it. I need to drain all the grease and rinse it before I'm all done. So by the time, one thing's for sure, this is much cheaper. However, by the time it's cooked up, you're gonna get like maybe, I'm bleeding y'all, you're gonna get maybe a pound out of it because it's gonna cook out, all the grease is gonna cook out. I'm looking for a Band-Aid so I don't bleed on my food. Of course, sorry, forgot to move my phone back. Of course, you know, my live feed, I had to, well, not my live feed, but my taped feed, I had to cut myself with the Pampered Chef knife to prove to you how sharp it is. And that's okay. I didn't even feel it when it went into my skin, so that's how smooth it is. So we're just gonna put a little Band-Aid on and keep going. So now we've got our celery and our jalapeno and our regular multicolored pepper. I think other than that, the onion is the only thing left I have to do. So let me show you what I'm gonna do with that. So I use the very sharp knife and we're gonna cut the ends off. And then I'm going to peel the papery skin off. We don't want to eat that. That wouldn't be very good. And then I'm going to show you how my, I'm going to use 2 different choppers here today. I'm going to show you how my chopper does. This is my Pampered Chef chopper. I hope I've got it back together right when I did my, when I washed it. So basically, this is all you have to do. It's going to dice your onions for you. It also works great on tomatoes. Look at that. Perfect, huh? Some of them are a little finer. Like, the more fine you want them, the more you chop. You might have to move it around just a teens to make sure there's no big chunks. Kind of fun, huh? There we go. We got our onion diced. We could do our pepper that same way, but I'm going to show you another appliance or another Pampered Chef item, so I'm not going to do it with that. All of this stuff is dishwasher safe. We will do that once I get the load that's out of the dishwasher. Let's see. So this little sticker here says, caution, very sharp blades, and they aren't kidding. So I never took that sticker off when I cleaned it. I wanted you to see that. So this is our manual food processor. It's very economical. We're gonna go ahead and add some of this stuff to it. So not the onion, since it's already diced. We don't have to do that. But I am gonna make these into a little bit smaller pieces so it'll fit in there. There's my celery. And my jalapenos. And my pepper. Oop. He's a big boy pepper, so I'm gonna cut him into smaller pieces. We're gonna see if I can get all this to fit in there. I might not be able to on this first run. Okay, I don't wanna fill it too full. So we're gonna screw this top on. Hope y'all can see it. And then we're going to use the manual. Hang on a minute, something's not right. It's probably not lined up right here. I probably got it too full because I tried to load it up. You can still do it in smaller increments though, so. All right, you need to work with me here. I'm on a live video, you silly thing. Okay, when I demonstrated this without the food in it, it worked perfectly. So of course it's gonna be a pain in my butt right now. Give me a second. I think I've got it overfull, guys. Just trying to get it moving. Once I get it all the way moving. I left the water running over there. I don't want to bust it, so I might have to take some more stuff out. I'm so sorry, y'all. Here I was trying to make it easy. Okay, there we go. So we're chopping up the remainder of the ingredients. You can kind of stop in between and check. Nope, not done. And I think my celery or something is stuck under a blade. So, you know, this kind of sucks because I wanted to show you the ease of it, and this is my first time using it too. So, of course I'm going to look like it doesn't work very well, but this is trial and error for me as well. There we go. Just takes a little practice. Now something else is jammed under it. Well, that's embarrassing. Now I don't know if it's full enough because it's just kind of riding around on the top of it. Oh. I'm a dummy. So I'm not, okay. So I got it now, but I'm gonna dump all this back out because I need to reload it. This wasn't in there right. Okay, so sorry that I'm a moron. It's all good though. Here we go. We're gonna fill this back up. But you know what, something that water's gonna drive you nuts because I left it running. So, here we go. There, now that it's put together well, it's actually working. How about that? Oh man, that's beautiful. Well, mostly. There's still a couple pieces of celery that are not chopped, but the rest of it is looking beautiful. We're almost done. I want to make sure that pepper, I think everything else is good. Let's see. Let me move that celery around in there. That looks so pretty, y'all. Okay, so with the exception of a couple big chunks of celery that don't seem to want to lay with the blades right, we've got some beautiful, I'll show you here in just a second. I'm going to do those again in the second batch. We got some beautiful mixture of seasonings here. So I'm going to take out one of our, well, let me get a bigger one. These are some of our measuring cups, but you can also use them for storage while you're prepping. You can see it's perfect for like pouring things, and it's very mushy. So it actually works good for certain things, especially if you're pouring batter or something. So I am just going to take this beautifully diced processed celery, pepper, and jalapeno. That is so pretty, y'all. Wish you could see the color of it better. This video is not probably showing and doing the best it could do, but. And now we're gonna go put this, hopefully get this back together correctly, because that was the issue before. We're gonna hopefully get that celery broken up a little smaller so that we don't have to mess with it as much. Got a little bit there. Let's try it again, folks. Let's pray that I got this together right. What I like about this manual, I have a food processor that's electric. It's about this size. This you can kind of determine the size of the chopping that you want. Like with the automatic one, sometimes it gets a little more pureed than I want it to be. Perfection. So we're just gonna take that and scoop that in there. I'm sorry, this is taking a little longer than I thought it would, but we're almost done. All of our beautiful mixture of peppers and celery. I just about got it all out of there. Yes, I did wash my hands. Don't judge me. Okay, beautimous. So now I'm gonna take this and put it over here and get it ready for the dishwasher again. So, next, I'm gonna check my meat again. It looks like it's cooking up pretty well. Again, I've got it on low heat. It's gonna have to be drained here in just a second of the grease. So beautiful. Okay, what do I have left here? Okay, so now we are going to get our seasoning measured out, and I'm gonna put it in this little bowl. So I'm gonna do my own seasoning because that's usually what I do. So I have our one of our measuring. I'm terrible at remembering the names because I'm new at this. This is one of our measuring spoons. I don't know if you can see it here, but it shows 1 tablespoon here. If you move it up, it's 2.5 teaspoons. If you move it up, it's 2 teaspoons. If you move it up, it's 1.5. You see what I'm getting at, right? Like the smaller you move it up, the smaller amount you get. I eyeball everything, really. I'm not following a recipe. So I'm gonna start with some parsley. I'm just gonna add a teeny, so I'm gonna keep it at the 1 teaspoon mark. Let's scoop it out here. You don't really need a ton of parsley. I just like parsley. Throw that in the bowl. Cap it back up. Since this is an Italian soup, kind of, I've got a lot of Italian seasonings here. Ooh, we got basil. I'm going to pop the top on this one, and I'm also going to do about a teaspoon, of basil. That smells so good. You can use fresh herbs. I use so much seasoning, but I usually use dry. It just depends. If it's cilantro, you gotta have the fresh. So here's oregano. Again, I'm gonna use 1 teaspoon, or actually maybe a little bit less. I didn't fill it all the way up. That's potent. You don't want it to be overpowered by the oregano, so. This is garlic powder. Most chili mixes that you buy at the store is gonna have some garlic in it. I also have some fresh garlic I haven't put in there yet, so we're not gonna fill this all the way up. We're gonna do about a quarter of a teaspoon. I got some smoked paprika. You'll probably find that also in your chili packets. Yeah, wonderful. Can't get the lid to lift for me. So the only one that I actually have opened so far is the shaker. So I'm just gonna shake some in because otherwise it's gonna take too long. I'm gonna have to get like a knife or something and pry it open. So I'm gonna shake in what I'm eyeballing to be about a half of a teaspoon. We got some Lowry seasoned salt. I use this on everything I make. Shake a few shakes of that in there. We got some chili powder. I don't have a lot of chili powder left, so I'm gonna use the rest of what I have because we want that chili taste. So I'm just gonna dump that in there. I'm gonna have to buy some more chili powder when I go to the store. I hope that's enough. We got some sea salt. Looks like maybe a quarter of a teaspoon. And then of course as I cook along, I taste it. If it needs more seasoning, I'll add it at the end. Here's one of our lovely seasonings. I've never used this in this recipe before because I just got this, but it's the Southwestern seasoning mix. It's gluten-free. It has you can use it for taco filling. I was looking to see what's in it. It has dehydrated onion, garlic, chili peppers, spices, salt. Yeah. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of this. It won't fit in there, so let's just shake it in. It looks beautiful, y'all. So here's our homemade chili packet. And let's see. Lastly, as far as prep work goes, I've got a garlic clove here. So I'm just gonna do like we all do, cut the ends off. Ew, it's a little brown. Let me see. That one's quite brown. Hopefully it's all right. Should be. I mean, it's not that old. I'm peeling the paper off. This little appliance will do that for you too, but I'm weird. I'm like OCD. I want to make sure that paper's off. I don't want it in my food, so I peel it off, put it in my garlic press. Ta-da. Oops, there's still a little piece of paper on it. So I put it in my garlic press. I love this, y'all, because I don't have to chop garlic anymore. And it's just as easy as 1, 2, 3. Just gonna push that garlic right on through into my veggies. Ta-da. Scrape it off here. So there you go, hassle-free fresh garlic. You can add whatever you like. If you look in there, you just see the skin left. You just take your little knife, or I always use the knife. It comes with a cleaning brush. Cleaning brush is right here and it sits inside the tool. But like for me, yeah, okay, I used it. It worked pretty good. So, handy dandy garlic press. That is really truly one of my favorite Pampered Chef items right there. Seriously, y'all. Okay, I will figure out how to get this in here. Okay, so I'm gonna put this in the sink for the dishwasher. I think I'm about done with this knife. I don't see anything else I need to cut up with a knife, so I'm gonna put this over here. And we are ready to start like sauteing our vegetable ingredients. So just to show you, I've got I won this actually, or won it. I earned it through Pampered Chef. This is the 8-inch nonstick skillet, I believe. I'm working on trying to earn the 10-inch next. This is very not super heavy, but heavy. You can tell it's good cookware. It's level. This is a removable. If you just push in, I'm not going to do it because it'll fall on the floor, but you just push in and push this button, and you can remove this. And this part is dishwasher safe. The pan part is. So you can throw everything in the dishwasher. Who wouldn't want to do that, right? So I'm heating some oil there. You don't have to do this step. If you just want to like cook your vegetables with your meat, you can do that. I'm just demoing the pan. So here's my veggie mix. I'm gonna, hopefully this is hot. If I was cooking with gas, it would be hot. So, I'm not a very good camera woman. Okay, so we're gonna throw this in there. Look at how pretty that is, y'all. We're gonna throw the onions. Let me get this garlic paper and stuff off there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and put the onions in. That's gonna start sauteing. Like I said, you can put this all together in your meat when you're cooking it, or you can throw it in the Instacooker, which is what I'm about to do here in a minute. I'm saying Instacooker. That's not the right name. This is the Pampered Chef Quick Cooker. I had an Instapot before. This is bigger. So here we go. There's that. I'm gonna drain my meat. I gotta hurry up and get this video done, y'all, because we're going on 30 minutes here, and I don't want to like bug the crap out of you with this. So I'm gonna drain my meat with the strainer. A lot of times I would just put a lid on there and drain it, but I'm not going to today because I need to rinse it. The meat's really greasy, so we're gonna rinse that grease off. After the grease is rinsed off, I'm going to pan the camera around so you guys can see end steps, okay? We're almost there, y'all. We're draining the grease off. I'm just going to transfer, I don't know if you can see very well, I'm just going to transfer everything into my quick cooker. So, you can hear the peppers and onions and stuff cooking. I think I got most of the meat grease drained off the meat, so I'm going to throw that right in there. Then I'm going to throw my spices, my beautiful taco spices that I made, right in. I'm going to, let's see, I have some carrots, and I really took the easy way out on these. They're already matchstick. So I'm just going to take, again, like a handful, throw them in there. I use carrots a lot in soups and other like recipes, and so this is the easiest way. No washing, no peeling, no chopping. Just buy them like that, and they're really not expensive. So we're just going to brown this or saute this little pan of veggies for just a second. This is in the way, so you can't see my beautiful pan. Okay. Saute these. Oh my gosh, so pretty. It smells so heavenly. I wish y'all could smell it. That garlic, the peppers, the onions. What? Just lost some of it onto the stove. This pan is really tiny for the amount that I have here. This is perfect for like 1 serving scrambled eggs, 1 serving of anything really. This is going in the whole family soup. So, all right, so that's enough because it's cut up so fine. It's not going to need a whole lot of time to cook in the pressure cooker. Let me just see if I can get this off the stove. I'm not a very cleansly chef. Come on. Okay, so let's move this over here. We're going to dump that in to the quick cooker. And next, I have another thing to show you real fast. I have a can of tomatoes here. This is the Pampered Chef handheld can opener. It's a smooth edge can opener, so it does not cause you to cut yourself on the edge. I've never ever used this ever in my life, y'all. I may not know how to do it. Might have to get some practice here. It's very different. I thought it would be like a basic can opener, but apparently it ain't. So I feel like a nerd. Somehow this looks like it needs to be used, but I don't know. We're probably just gonna have to skip this. But this is our, I feel like an idiot because I didn't look at this to see if it was gonna be difficult or not. And it's not like anything I've ever used before, so. There, okay. We're learning together. Well, thought we were. Yeah, no. I'm not going to take up your time trying to figure this out. Apparently, there's a trick to it. I'm going to have to ask somebody how to use it. Smooth edge can opener. I feel like a dweeb. So anyway, I'm going to use my electric can opener instead to open it because, you know, it's not difficult. These are diced tomatoes. I might need more. But I'm also going to be adding some tomato juice and some water, a little broth. I got 1 can of mixed beans, mixed chili beans. This one doesn't need a can opener. Good thing, because I wouldn't know how to do it. So dump that in there with the liquid and everything. I could have used my whisk, not my whisk, my rubber scrapers to show you how to get those out, but I didn't, I wasn't prepared, so. Okie dokie. What's next? I use V8 or vegetable juice a lot of times because it gives chilies and things like that a good flavor. Just dump a little bit of that in there. And then, last but not least, I also, I could find it. I forgot to get this out too. I use this bone-in broth to make my own broth. So I'm going to use this measuring cup. We're down to the last couple things, guys. Alright, so I got me some water in there, and I'm going to throw me some broth in there, or some concentrated liquid bouillon, of course. Nothing can be easy anymore, can it? It really doesn't even want to come out. Bloopers, y'all. Okay. I don't have the Pampered Chef whisk, or I would use that to whisk it together. But so I'm going to stir it in, make a broth. I usually just kind of go by the color. If it looks like it's broth, then it's broth, right? Looks pretty brothy to me. Just forget about that can opener incident, okay? Because I feel like the biggest dweeb. I really, really do. I'm going to take this broth over, throw it in the Pampered Chef quick cooker. One more thing, okay? I'm just going to go ahead and use the same measuring cup because I don't have another one. We have macaroni noodles. Most of the time I use, I think it's called Delonte. It's the little circle, what they use at Olive Garden. I don't have that. So I'm just going to use about half full here of, so that would be, gosh, I can't read it. Maybe about 2 cups. Okay. I'm going to pour that in. And then we're just gonna stir it all up with the same spoon I was using. Make sure it gets all mixed in well so that it cooks evenly. You could add a bay leaf if you want. I don't think I'm going to this time. You could. I'm gonna get the phone and show you. I might need to add well, no, I like it thick. I was gonna say just a little bit more water, but I think we're good. So let me grab the phone off my tripod here. And I'll let you guys see how beautiful that is. Ooh, look at how pretty that is. So now we're just gonna put the lid on. Man, I made a mess, y'all. Okay, we're on 35 minutes. I am so sorry. Okay, so now we've got it in the quick cooker. You want to make sure that your steam release valve is up on the top here. You don't ever want to put your hand over this. Sometimes this gets stuck up there. I don't know why. I'll mess with that in a minute. So you're going to, let's see, I think I will do about, I'm just taking a guess here. I don't have a book to go by. I think I'll do about 15 minutes maybe. Okay, how about 25 minutes? Or how about, let's see if it says super stock, yeah. No, we don't want rice. Chili or stew? Aha! It's saying 40 minutes. It is not going to take that long. But anyway, we're going to push start. And there you go. It's going to cook. So it is 8 o'clock at night. It's going to be kind of late by the time we get to eat. But Charlie doesn't get off work until then anyway. So thank you all for tuning in. If you did, I hope you fast forwarded through some of my like discombobulation. But also hope that you learned a little something about our products, except for the can opener, because I don't know how to use it. Yeah, I'll figure it out. I love y'all. Thank you for supporting me. I'll let you know how the soup turns out. Thanks.